Hello YouTube, Cameron here. Today I'm going in a place in the woods to look for old bottles. I remember I was here about a year ago before Corona because I'm in Maryland actually on a trip to visit my cousins. I'll be here for a week, and this area, I found a Heinz Honey and Olive Cream from 1920s here last time, along with some pieces of bottles. So I want to go check that area out. Fortunately, there's a lot of thorn bushes. We'll make it over there. The spot where I found it, it's decently far, but I think we can make it. And if I see anything along the way, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll show you something when we get there. Bye. Okay, I think I just found a crack pipe. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's glass and it looks like one. I have no idea what that is though. Gross. There's a hole in the bottom though, so I don't know. Okay. Don't know how, because this is like a residential development, so it seems like kind of a weird place for it. I'll have to be careful, make sure there's no one here. If I'm right about what that is. Okay. Bye. Here's the remains of a really old looking brick dam. You can see it down there, and you can see pieces of it over there in the water. Yeah, let's keep moving. Okay, I just found a spot with bottles. Let's start making. Let me just put the camera down for a second so I can get my glove back on. Okay, this is a bottle here. That's old. Blank. Let's keep looking. A lot of bottle pieces here. Good sign. Nothing home yet. At least nothing holding on. A lot of pieces though. Let me put my bags down and we'll keep digging. I mean, I'm moving a big boulder. Okay. Actually, I think I just moved it on top of more glass, so I have to be careful. Would have been nice. It's a water bottle, I think. It's a Dazzle. It's not too old, it's like 40s or 50s. That's okay, I'll dig it. Okay, almost everything is broken, but I just got my first good bottle out of the hole. It's a Reed's, I think it's a drugstore. It's my second one of these I've dug in the past. So cool. Look at the broken mason. It's only chipped top though, but I probably won't take it. Okay, let me just put this in my bag and we'll keep on digging. Things are looking up. Okay, I think I found my first crock. Look, this hole so far. Oh, it's broken. Mother fricker! I thought I found my first crock, but look at this. It tricked me. Oh, I'm so sad now. I'll keep looking. This is another section. It's a dump, but it's like really muddy, so I can't really dig in it that well, so I'm surface hunting. I'll keep looking. Maybe I'll find a whole crock. Oh my god. Frick you, dump! Oh, this would have been an amazing milk bottle. Let's keep digging. I'm back at the dump. The older dump, which I found nearby. This is the first dump. I found some decent stuff in the 40s, 50s dump. But this one has much more potential, even though it's much tougher digging. Look at that jug. Would have been nice. Okay, let's keep digging. I found a vinegar bottle that was whole, but that's it. A real nice mason lid right on the surface. That's a good sign. I've moved along a bit, by the way. So I just found a mason lid right on the surface. Let's hope it's good. I think I just found another dump. Look at this stuff. You know, I won't be filming it because in 1 second I'm wiping off my screen so I can see what I'm filming. But I still can't see that great. You know, I can see fine. Look at this stuff. I think I just found like a 50s dump. We'll have to dig around. Oh, unfortunately, it looks very rocky. We'll still check it out. The next one might have been here though. Some old equipment and stuff. It looks like someone might have already dug through here. I'm pretty far into the woods now. I'm gonna have to turn around soon whether I want to or not. For safety reasons. Look at all this stuff though. It's old. I don't know what that is. It's not as old. This old washing machine. Old refrigerator. Someone stuck a stick through it. Look. Prop it open. Someone's been digging here or something, I think. I'm gonna look for bottles. I don't see any evidence of bottles. I'll walk a bit more, see if I see anything. I'm gonna go down to the creek. I have to turn around. Oh look, there's an old foundation thing there. Let's check this out. Oh, this is tough. But my camera angle won't be great because I'm climbing down the hill right now. Here, let me just see if there's anything here. Yeah, I don't see any bottles, but I'll dig a bit on the way back. I have to turn around soon before I get lost. I'm not lost yet. Oh, there's something over there of interest. I don't know what that is, but it's not worth going across the stream for. It's quite steep. This is neat. What would be awesome is if I found a sign or something. I'll search this area on the way back. Which I'm going to turn around soon. I'm just going to see what's on the other side. Because if that was a sign of a dump, then there might be bottles on the other side. I don't know, I put the bigger stuff separate. Not likely, but I can hope, because I haven't seen any evidence of a bottle dump. Just these items. So I'm gonna turn around soon if I don't see anything. Oh, it's an old structure. Okay. There's some garbage in the stream, but no bottles. I'm just gonna make a loop around here, and I'm gonna walk back. Let me check out that muddy area where the early 1900s stuff was. There was not only one whole bottle of the whole thing. So I'm gonna give up soon. Maybe I might give up before I get there. I'm just peeking in the stream to make sure there's nothing there. Because I'm walking along this stream. There could be, but not high enough chance for me to go down there. At least based on what I see. Ah, bee! Sorry, I panicked. Yeah, panicked. Okay, so we'll check out this area, and then we'll go. I'll be back if I find anything else. To show the kind of nice view, this is a little side stream. Yeah, and let's keep walking. See if we can find anything else. There's a bag on the arm that I'm holding the camera with, so yeah. I'm gonna dig around here in a moment. Actually, you know what? Let's do it now. Let me just shake my rake off. Ah, so rocky. Why are all the... This is the third potential dump. The other two were dumps, but they were so rocky that I couldn't even dig them for long. And also, nearly everything was broken. Unfortunately, this one seems to be like that too. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I see there's no signs of bottles though, just other stuff like metal. Okay, we'll keep moving. I don't know how far back because I'm on government property, but I don't know where the government property ends and the other property begins. So I have to be careful. Oh, that's interesting. This is a really old bucket, but it still has concrete in it, so we're using it for concrete. Neat. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any signs down there, and I think that might or might not. Even though there's old houses there and that probably has higher potential, it also might be private property, and I don't want to trespass. Unless I see bottles, I wouldn't trespass. Unless I see them from like the legitimate area. Because this is close enough to the river that I think it is public property. Okay, so I'll be back if I find anything else. Otherwise, I'll be back with a review. We'll see. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything in this dump area, so I'm gonna keep moving. And I'm gonna look for a bit longer. I'll go walk out like 10 more minutes and then I'll turn around and walk back. So I have to be back by 4:30. Something else all across the creek that I wanted to point out. It's the little structure right there. Neat. Yeah, I'm kind of out of breath. Walking back. Hi. This tree, this tire is so old that this whole big tree grew through it and through the center. Wow. It's a pretty decently thick tree. That's neat. Okay. Keep walking. I just found something that would have been epic in this wall. Look, it's blue stenciled Sartelace crock. Oh my god, I hope something's whole in here. Wish me luck. I'm gonna break down this wall. Hello, and I'm back with the review. Let's get started. First here's this thing, which was probably like a knob of some sort. Unfortunately, it's chipped, but I thought that would be good for art as like an eyeball or something. Get it to focus. Yeah, by the way, as I mentioned earlier, I'm in Maryland. I'm staying at my aunt and uncle's house. Yeah. So I was exploring near the house, which is actually a housing development, so it's interesting that there's old stuff, because this is a pretty new development. Yeah, so let's get started. With this spoon, it was actually bent all the way back, but I tried to bend it back, and then I realized it's going to break if I bend it anymore. So yeah, I stopped. Let's see what brand it is. It is Oneida, however you want to pronounce it. Then there's this fork, which is the only one that wasn't bent. And it is made by Fairfield Plate. Yeah. I'll go quick over these. And this one I didn't unbend at all. It is, you can see the sign there. It is from Fairfield. Oh, it is also from Fairfield. So the thing is, with these ones, with this stuff, from part one, is mostly from the a dump that was buried under rocks, like completely under rocks. Yeah, most of the stuff I found here was all from one dump. Then I got this shake. What the? Sorry, there's tape on the shaker for some reason. It came from the box. Yeah, I got this shaker, which is pretty nice, and I do have the lid, but it's a bit dented up and stained, but I'll still save it. Yeah, here's the lid. Focus. Yeah, that's the lid for it. Then I got this nice little button. Yeah, it's plastic, but it's old plastic. Here's something neat. It's a mechanical pencil, and based on the age of the bottle, the newest that it could be is 1950s, and that's probably what it is based on the style. Yeah, it's an old mechanical pencil, and so is the eraser. Yeah. See, the brand is called Skillcraft. And if I twist this, the eraser still goes in and out. I can't really show you because I can't do that with one hand. I'm afraid to damage it also. So yeah, but that's pretty cool. You can see the measurement there is still visible. So that's cool. Yeah, it's a neat find. I didn't find much whole bottles, as I said, because of the rock, but I did find a few. Like, I found the whole shaker and the bottle, and one bottle, and that's it. Well, I found other ones that were whole, but they were all common, like plain jars and stuff like that. And so I got this Reed's bottle. I think that's a drugstore. I already have one at home, but I found two of them this week. You'll see in the upcoming videos, I cleaned all of these at once, but I'm filming them in separate parts. Each video will be a different day, but yeah. But I cleaned them all at once, so they're all out here. So anyway, so this is a Reed's bottle. This is a different size than the one I already have, though, at home. I think these are probably from the Maryland area, because in fact, I found multiple of these during this trip. And I only found one ever before, and it was at a dump where I had found other, like, Maryland stuff that would... I found the Maryland milk cheese thing there at the dump where I found this. So it could have been like brought from out of state, like someone on vacation or something. I don't know. But anyway, focus. So I think this is the name of a drugstore, but I could be wrong. I'll have to do more research, and I'll update you if I find out anything else. Okay, so it turns out it was a pharmacy in Baltimore, Maryland. So my theory about why I found one in a dump in New York was right, which is that they probably traveled over there due to the fact that I found a Baltimore cottage cheese container. I mean, not cottage cheese, sour cream. I found in New York. It's probably from the same person who, because it was next to a railroad line, so maybe the railroad line went through Baltimore or something, I don't know. Or maybe they just had family there or something, I don't know. So basically it was just from traveling is why I'd found one before. So it is a regional brand. But I think it is what I'd call regionally common, which means it's common within a certain region to find them. Yeah, so I think that's from like based on the stuff in the dump was all 40s and 50s, so it's sometime within that time period. No maker's mark, so I can't tell for sure. Actually, is that a maker's mark? It is, but I don't know how to research that. It's kind of a weird mark, as you can see. I don't have to describe it. I mean, here I'll start. You know what? I'll do all the stuff from the dump. I'll do the stuff one dump at a time. So far, it's all been from the same dump. So I'll start the other stuff from that dump, and then I'll move on to the other finds from this trip. So this, which I opened up to clean it, it's a shaving razor box. Yeah, I haven't read the brand name yet, because I was waiting for it to dry. Let's see. So I'm trying to read it. It's Gillette. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah. The Gillette razor. It's gold-plated case. Still has some of the plating left, but not much. Yeah. I'll close that back up. Yeah, I don't know if I should do this with one hand. So yeah, I'll do that later on my own. Then I found multiple parts to one pocket watch, unfortunately broken up, and I didn't find all the pieces. I'll show the face first. It's a New Haven. As you can see, that's a pretty cool face. That will probably be for art, but we'll see. It's probably pretty old though. Unfortunately, I found the back to it, but the back broke while I was cleaning it, so I'm gonna have to glue that. If I decide, which I probably will. Fortunately, I have both pieces. It broke while I was cleaning it because it's so thin, but you can see it's a nice... Oh, is it engraved? I think it might say something on the shield symbol, but I'm not sure. You see there, that has a lot of the plating left. Unfortunately, though, it's not a whole pocket watch, of course. Unfortunately. Not of course, but I've only found one whole pocket watch, but I have found pocket watch one time before. These were in between a bunch of rocks. It wasn't just in between. And this is another piece, probably from the pocket watch that I found. I also found a gear, but it broke during cleaning, too. And this is from a different dump, so I'll save that for last. Actually, is it? No, actually. I found this in an area in between rocks where it was all like... Well, actually, let me finish the stuff from that one dump first. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. This is from that dump too, the rocky dump. I found one nice marble. You can see, pretty nice. Has some white, blue, and like a greenish color in the center as a base. Okay, and then I got... that's all from that dump. Then I'll do it in the order basically that I found it. So this is from, I found out 1910 section, but it's all pure like clay soil. So it's pretty much impossible to dig with the tools I have, which is just the hand rake. I was able to get this one stop out, which is unfortunately badly chipped, as you can see. But it's definitely very old, because the stuff I was finding in this spot was like 1910, so I kind of want to go back and dig there with better tools. And unfortunately, on the second day, which will be the next video, I think it was either this, on the second day, which you'll see in the next video, my rake literally broke. What happens is it's 3 prongs, so 2 prongs are connected as a separate piece from the middle one, so they break off after some uses, which has happened to me quite frequently. Unfortunately, they aren't high enough quality to stay together, at least not for long enough. They stay for a pretty long time, like maybe a few months, before I have to replace it, at least with the better ones. This is a Royal Crystal Fuse. It's interesting, but that's still gonna be for art. It's still wet inside for some reason. I guess I just cleaned it last night. It's pretty cold right now. It's like in the 40s. I left the garage open because they don't have the greatest lighting in the garage. Okay, let's see. So that's all the stuff for that dump. So this is for the next dump spot. This is the only thing I found worth taking. But there was like in between the rocks, there was stuff dating from like 1870s or 80s Crocs, like blue stencil ones, all the way up until like 1940s or 50s stuff. And so I'd assume that's the newest this could be is like 1950s. Probably not much older though. And it's you see it's a cue ball, a pretty small one too actually. But it's definitely old. Don't know how old though. That's a neat find. First for me. And then let's see, there's one more thing, which I could not find it's a very unusual jar lid because it does not have a brand name on it, but it has a crap ton of patents and really old ones too. Like 1850s and 60s. You can see it has a whole ton of patents. It's probably a pretty rare lid. Not just based on how I've never seen one before, but based on the unusual style. You see it has patents circling all around the rim, with the oldest one being from like the late 1856 is the oldest one I saw, all the way up to until 1869 is the newest one. And some Civil War era ones too, like December of 1861. Yes, I'll have to do some research and hopefully based on the patents I can figure out the age of the lid. So it turns out it would have been from an 1870s Melville atmospheric fruit jar, which would have been an amazing jar to find, but oh well, what you gonna do? Quite thick. This was a surface find, by the way. Unfortunately, I looked and you couldn't find a dump related to it. So it must have been like a single time dumping, which while it's still really nice, it would have been nice if it came from a dump and I could find the dump, but I couldn't. It was just washed out, so it was not a dump site. It was more like someone dumped it there one time or something. Either that or all the stuff there was to find. That's all we found, but I don't think any of the areas I went to during this series of videos was dug. At least it had modern presence, yes, there were people there recently, but they weren't actually digging or probably even noticing the dumps. They were just in the woods. Yeah, it's because there was like some modern litter in the area, is what I mean. So let me just double check. Yeah, that's all for this video. Bye, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Now is my cue to leave.